Selamat ulang tahun, Mama kamu. Happy birthday to your mother. That's a special day because it's the first day I try to upload video into YouTube. You know, in China, it's not easy, and especially for people like in my age, mostly they don't know how to do this kind of thing because in China we can YouTube is blocked, so we cannot enter easily like in Thailand or Indonesia, let alone in the Western countries. So I try to solve the problem by the help of your brother to get some software. Yeah, that's the reason I'm late here. And today is last month I bring us two sisters from Thailand to live here, and especially I trained one of your sister Man Yi to learn Chinese and to help me with my business here in China, so I can leave for a new country and come back to Indonesia to take care of you. Yeah. So now I see it's the main reason. So I couldn't solve the problems of the entering the YouTube and talk. So it takes time for me to learn something new. But fortunately, I'm a good learner and a quick learner, I think, compared with my colleagues or my friends is our same age. And today, by the way, you see the map? It's a map of Philippines. You know, I give you a short, how to say, introduction, explanation of why I choose Philippines. Last month, end of last month, I get a USA visa interview in Shanghai. Before I went there, I got some feelings. It's difficult, but in fact, my feeling is true. So I got refused. So I felt a little bit depressed and a little bit sad after I got the yellow page. In fact, I know it's a refusal, but the lady who interviewed me tried to be polite, maybe she asked for some material, some schedule, something like that. Why you want to visit USA? I told her frankly, I just want to go to Mexico, and because to get a visa in USA, it's easier to enter Mexico. So I write immediately. I think within 3 days I finished the paperwork of the main purpose of my business schedule in Los Angeles. So for about 1 2 weeks, and later I plan to enter Mexico in Tijuana. Yeah, something. But it turns out to be it's not qualified for visa. It's funny. I don't. In fact, it doesn't matter because if I go there, I can do some business maybe, but it's far too away for me to come back to Indonesia, where you and Elon are living there. So anyway, I think it's good. So I immediately got a feeling. I think it's a better chance for me because a long time ago, I think more than 10 years ago, I planned to go to Philippines instead of Indonesia. Because Philippines speak English. That's the first important thing, and it's in terms of religion, it's a Catholic country. I have lived in Thailand for about 10 years, and now almost 10 years in Indonesia. So I speak Thai, uh, and I speak Indonesian, but I never got a chance to speak English, which is my major in university. And even though I'm my first foreign countries I visited during I worked in Beijing. It's Australia. It's an English-speaking country, but it's a very short term. It's I think only 2 weeks finished. So later, when I quit my job and I traveled to Europe, I never got a chance to go to UK because the Schengen visa does not include visa in UK. But very interesting thing is I got 2 times visa for America when I worked in a company. One is a state company in Beijing, another is a private company in Ningbo. I got visa, but I could not make the trip. The first one because of the airport was blocked by a storm of snow, so the trip was cancelled. The second one in Ningbo, I think about 7 years ago, because the reason we went there because of to join the trade affair, but the boss changed his mind, so I couldn't, and he gave the chance to one of his relatives, something like that. So as an export manager, I feel very how to say. Annoyed and not satisfied, so I quit the job and I did business myself. I think so it gave me a impression that so I don't have any Indonesian. It's called jodoh. I think it's luck or some fate with the United States. I think for people receiving my age, we understand how every people has his fate. So I think it's no relationship with the America. I think, but I spend most of the time in learning language is English. I read so many books here, and you can see. But anyway, I think foreign USA, UK, or whatever the advanced countries are no more interested for me, because having 20 or 30 years ago, it just some kind of dream countries. Now I think quite differently. I don't think so. I think everywhere you can be happy as long as you have a correct idea and you have some ability to survive.